Sage Wanderer here, and I'm ticked off. I've decided to declare war on the church. I've just had enough. You know, you people that think you're better than other people because you put on a suit and go to church and sing hymns are fools. You're deceived. You think a person who smokes marijuana, a plant that comes out of the ground, is a sinner, and you strung out on the pharmaceutical companies drugs that they make out of chemicals. They use alchemy. They don't even believe in God, and they take all these harsh chemicals and mix them together, and you just eat them by the handfuls. And then you sit there on your high horse and think somebody who smokes a medicinal plant that comes out of the ground is going to hell, and you're going to heaven when you're in league with the demonic pharmaceutical companies who don't believe in God, who don't believe in true healing, who don't do anything but figure out new ways to get you hooked on drugs and make money. You people that have been married 2, 3, 4 times, and you think because a judge said you weren't married to your last person and that you now are married to your new person, that somehow that gives you the right to commit serial adultery. And then a single person who finds comfort in the touch of another single person is going to hell. But because the judge, the government said, you're okay, you got divorced and now you can have another wife, that you're somehow different. We have all sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. And I don't mind a sinner because they know it. They know they've sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. But you sit in your ivory tower. Your preachers and teachers stand behind plexiglass pulpits and try to find a new way to waste God's money while people starve on the street and hurt themselves from desperation. You won't open the doors of your church to unwed mothers and drug addicts because you don't want them rubbing elbows with your other Christian people, and I've had enough of it. Hashtag Sage Rage. The church is going to hell in a handbasket, and you church people are the problem. God have mercy on you. Your apathy has caused this world to fall into disrepair. You know why the world's such a mess? Because you've hijacked the church, and hurting people have no place to go. And to come to you means they have to come and sit under your hypocritical judgment while you tell them that their cigarette smoking is any different. You tell them that their cigarette smoking is worse than your gluttony, you fat ass. When are you going to wake up and see who the true Jesus is? Mercy, love, peace. This is the Spirit of God. Not judgment. Judge not, lest you be judged. I'm telling you right now, you church people are under God's judgment, and the hammer is about to fall on you for the lives you have destroyed with your judgmental behavior. God is not happy with you, and he would destroy this church. Jesus would destroy this church. He would turn over your money-changing tables, just like he did the Jewish mess that he encountered. I'm more like Jesus than any of you church-going Christians. You know why? Because when a Satanist tried to convert me to Satanism, I befriended him so he could see the real Jesus in me. When a young girl said she was a drug addict, I dropped everything and gave 3 months of my life to get her delivered just in time for her to get pregnant with another guy's baby. And, you know what? That's okay, because that baby's going to come into this world without a bloodstream full of crystal methamphetamine, and it's because I listened to God and I didn't judge her. I saw the good in her. I saw the spiritual potential in her. I got 1,000 stories like this. Maybe you listening here today are closer to God because I accepted you, didn't judge you, and I didn't act like I'm better than you because I live a sinless life. You know, I lived in a cabin for 2 years, and I didn't do anything that could be remotely considered sin. But at the same time, to many of you, I'm a sinner because now I'm not living that way. right? When are you going to figure out your righteousness is like filthy rags to God, and only grace, only the gift of grace from God above has saved any of us? And you that go around saying you're better than other people because you don't sin, you're the worst sinner of all. On that great day of judgment, when God separates, when Jesus sits on the throne and separates the sheep from the goats, you're going to be in that goat herd going, what did I do? Not only that, you didn't even have any fun in this life. Judgmental people are the most unhappy people. You're going to look and see carefree people who lived a carefree life, who didn't worry about anything except treating other people as well as they could and doing the best they could in this world. And they're going to go to heaven, while you in your three-piece suit and your anointing oil and your holy water and your judgmental attitude are headed straight to hell, where the devil's going to love to laugh at you for all eternity. You people better pull your head out of your butt and get your mind straightened out. And anybody who's offended by this can get off my channel. I'm here for the real people. I'm here for the people who understand this, that Jesus said, judge not lest you be judged. But what did you do? What do? You just judge everyone all the time. I got a tough skin. So God has put me out here so all of you can judge me. And you know what? I'm about to confess everything on this channel that you think is a sin. I'm going to show you how I've done it this whole time. And guess what? It never separated me from God, because nothing can separate me from God, not even your stupid judgmental butt. So I've had about enough of the judgment in this world, and I'm declaring war on it. You hypocritical Christians are going to have to put up or shut up. You can't defend your point of view. You're in violation of Christ's main commandment of love and non-judgmentalism. That is the true faith. This Jewish hybrid religion that has taken over taken over Christendom, where they just sit around going, I don't sin, so therefore I can throw stones at you all the time. Well, you're a liar and the truth isn't in you, so there's your sin. God knows your heart. He knows your mind. He knows you get off on dragging other people down. Where people like me and other real Christians in this world, most of whom do not go to church anymore because of what I'm talking about, they're in the trenches every day. They're holding the hands of the brokenhearted. They're hugging the drug addict. They're taking care of the single mom. You know, they're doing the work of the gospel. They're following in Jesus's footsteps. Where these people in the church are following the footsteps of the Sanhedrin Council. They're following the footsteps of the Jews who crucified Jesus on the cross. You're saying the Romans crucified him? No, the Jews prosecuted him. They just got the mafia known as the Roman Empire to do the dirty work for him. They called out the hit on Jesus. And somehow that religion got into my Christianity, and it's grown in my lifetime to the point where I don't see any of these places as Christian, because all they do is preach about how better they are than you because they have more self-control. Well, if you got self-control, how about controlling yourself when it comes to judgment? I'm telling you what, you're hearing straight from Jesus. He is mad at this church for this behavior. And he's going to look at you and say, depart from me, I knew you not.